ass fat. Yeah, I know. You just got cash. Blow some more. Blow some more. Blow some more. The more you spin it, the faster go. Bad bitches on the floor. It's raining.
Hey everybody, welcome to Taco Talk Tuesday. Little sound control, sorry. Welcome to Taco Talk Tuesdays, you guys. We are here, and tonight we have our panel. You guys go ahead and introduce yourself.
Ladies first.
I am Alicia Renee from MTV's Girl Code.
Yo, what's going on? I'm James Bland.
And I'm a Pooja Kalu.
All right, you guys. So, how's everybody's weekend? Anybody do
Good.
anything?
It was good.
It was good. Weekend was good.
Yeah.
What did I do this weekend?
I kind of just got back in the gym this weekend.
Okay. You just got back in LA.
I got back in LA.
Welcome back.
I
y'all do?
legitimately don't know what I did
that
this
is
weekend. My
so
memory
funny.
is disgusting.
What did I do? I think brunch.
That's the LA thing to do.
Yeah.
It is LA. But
Right.
did you eat though? Because people do brunch in LA and they don't eat.
Well, I don't drink, so I eat.
You eat. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all
Yeah.
right.
And I did brunch too. That's really I did brunch. I did some sightseeing in LA.
And
saw some cool things.
you rode a bull, right?
Jesus. So grab your shots. Everybody grab your shots.
This is juice.
All right, so you know how we started off. Happy New Year. This is our first first episode of the year.
Salud.
James, I missed you down there.
Boom.
All right, let's
Okay,
go.
look.
Let's go.
Okay.
Take it.
Happy New Year.
That was cute.
Got me in my throat.
Yeah, it's all in there.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna jump
wow.
right into hot topics right now. So first thing we're gonna talk about over the holiday. Unfortunately, I like to hear stories of black love, but this is not the best story. So Chris Rock and his wife of 19 years are divorcing. But it gets real messy because Chris Rock is trying to have his spousal support lowered. And his wife, Malak, she's apparently keeping him from the kids and things like that. The kids are 10 and 12 years old. Now, Chris Rock wants spousal support lowered because he says that she is able to work so she can, and quote, contribute to her own support.
Wow.
Now, they had a prenup drawn up when they got married in 96, but after 18 years, it has expired.
Right.
I didn't know if prenup had expired.
Yeah, me neither.
But what do you guys think about that? Is she entitled to support or not?
I'll start it up. I say yes. I mean, 18 years in a marriage. I would imagine a lot of that time spent, she was probably at home taking care of the kids. And, you know, Chris Rock more than likely was the breadwinner in the family. And so I think Mama Joyce taught us best that once you become accustomed to, or is it the manner?
Yes, the manner which you are accustomed to.
And, you know, that's what it is. And so at this point, 18 years, she has been used to living a certain kind of way.
Right.
And so you can't go from living high on a horse to living what's the
High up, what?
below the horse?
Yeah. Under
Okay.
the horse.
Under the horse.
In the stable with
in
the
the
horse.
In the stable with
How
the
about
horse.
that? Yeah.
So I think she's entitled to it, but I think it should still be fair.
I think it's very unfortunate that it's even getting to this position. You know, I mean, they started off the relationship with a prenup, so that pretty much eliminates for all those people that would try to say, oh, she's trying to be a gold digger, whatever. But 18 years is a long time, you know, and I'm sure she put her dreams and aspirations on the back burner to take care of household and family and raise the children, and you know, so that he could be the best comedian that he can be and not worry about the home front. So yeah, she's rightfully due half of all of that.
Well, now remember, she's asking for this support, but he's alleging that she's keeping the girls from him. Like, she's not allowing him to see the girls.
We don't know if that's for
Alleged,
sure. That's definitely
alleged.
alleged, and I can't foresee anybody within their right mind not allowing a father to be active in their child's life unless there's like some other.
Black?
I am black.
You know, black
But
women
no,
get babies
no,
sometimes.
because when my mother and my father divorced, my mom, and you know, because I had it out with my dad just the other day. You know,
Okay.
I love him to pieces, and he's an amazing man. But my mom was very like, she was one of those mothers who's like, listen, your relationship with your child, your children is solely on you. I'm not going to badmouth them. I'm not going to keep you from them. But I'm also not going to be like, call you father, go see your father. Like, that's for you to step up to the plate to where our children want to be like, Mama, can I call Dad? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Pooja, what do you think?
I think that she may not be entitled to half, but
I love Pooja.
I'm kind of with Chris. If she can contribute to the children, to her life, she should work.
I'm sure she
Yes.
could have
Everything,
contributed
but
the whole
no
time,
one,
though.
no one told her to sit at home and be a housewife or solely take care of the kids. choice she made.
Well, we don't know that. That could have
she
been a
has her
decision
own-
that they
could've
came
been-
to
Right, she
together.
works-
It could have been.
But she works has her own nonprofit, and
Okay.
like James brought up in the
Oh.
beginning, you know, that whole manner which you're accustomed to. I think that when you get married to someone rich and things like that happen,
He wasn't
that's-
rich, though.
He wasn't rich, and even if they
Exactly.
come
Right.
up
She was
and you
with him
get the
shooting in the
benefits
gym.
of it,
Which
and
is
you get
all
the
the
benefits
more.
of it,
All the more
that's
reason.
a luxury.
Yeah.
Like it's not a necessity for you to stay, you know, in the manner in which you become accustomed to going to the
It's a
spa and
luxury.
shopping. It's a luxury.
Exactly.
It's not a necessity, and like he said, she is able to support
I don't
herself.
agree with that because she definitely she was with him shooting in the gym. She helped him to get to where he is right now, and he wouldn't be the amazing comedian because there's nothing like when our home front isn't taken care of and we're stressing as artists. We all wear that.
Well, again,
We've all
he
been
didn't
down
say
that road.
no support. He wants
Right,
to lower the
lower
support.
No.
Support. But also,
We're
when
not
you
gonna
think
do
about, Chris probably got a lot of his best material from that marriage.
Right.
Think about
Right.
that movie.
I think I love my wife.
I think I love my wife. I think I love. I hate my wife.
That
Was it I hate
both,
my wife
whatever.
or love my wife?
It's
I
one
think
of
it would
those.
say my wife.
Well, right now,
Yeah, so-
we know what it would
Yeah.
probably.
I mean,
Well-
she definitely deserved a check.
And he actually
How
might have
much?
waited
Yeah.
until the 19th year to get that divorce. I'm sure
Right.
things were
'Cause
rocky.
I didn't
for a
know
long
that
time.
a prenup.
No,
I
he
didn't know that a
was.
prenup had expired.
If at the 18th year in your contract that expires, I'm,
mama
su-
knew.
I'm sure he knew.
He knew.
He's
Yeah.
the
He
one
knew.
who filed for divorce, though.
Right.
She
When that thing
wasn't.
expired.
He was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it one more year.
Right. He said, I just gotta wait it out.
But that's the thing. When the prenup expires, that means everything's up for grabs. That doesn't make any sense. He would
Right,
would want to divorce
True,
her while
true.
the
Right,
prenup
makes
was
sense, makes
active.
sense,
What's
makes
going
sense.
on with y'all?
We'll continue to follow. We'll continue to follow the news and see what happens. All right, so moving along. So Madonna is in the news, always being Madonna. She has a new album coming out,
Madge.
called Rebel Heart. So Madonna's latest album. This is the album artwork for. You see, she's in this like bondage-looking thing around her face. The issue is that she took it and she did the same thing to a Jesus statue.
My Basquiat.
Princess
right?
Diana, but the biggest controversy she did to Dr. Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela. And
You don't know about Martin Luther King.
people
She
are
was
calling the photos both racist and insensitive and just saying that Madonna's just crying for attention so that she can sell this album. But what do you guys think?
I don't think it's racist. I think it's insensitive.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't
think it's
at all
racist.
peg Madonna for being racist.
Yeah,
Very
she has like
insensitive.
2 little black kids at home. I don't think.
But what's
she's
the
racist.
meaning behind it though? Like, what's the meaning behind the movement and the artwork? Like, does it signify anything? Because if it does, if it makes sense, then maybe it's valid. But
Well, 6 tracks from the album have already been leaked, which she's pissed about. And
But no
she's
one
been in the
even
news
got it.
talking about that.
I saw this episode of Wendy Williams, and she asked for. It was during her Hot Topics part, and she asked people for a round of applause if you've heard the songs.
If you're gonna get the album, if you're gonna buy
Jiminy
the album,
Crickets
yeah.
was in the audience, and, and I love Madonna, but a tumbleweed, I swear, rolled across the screen when she asked.
Are you gonna buy the album?
What?
No, that was my way of deflecting.
Uh.
My mom told me if you don't have anything nice to
Say
say,
it, don't say anything at
I
all.
was like, trying to deflect.
I mean, but I've never purchased a Madonna album.
ever.
Okay.
And
I did
I
like.
don't even know if I can
Take
say
a
I'm-
bow though. That was a good.
That
song.
was a beautiful
Take a
song.
Bow was a good song.
I don't even know if
Still.
I can say I'm a fan of Madonna. I definitely admire and I know who she is and I'm aware of her music. But I mean, at this point, Madonna's not necessarily somebody I'm checking for. I did check it out. I did read a bit more into it, and for the most part, what Madonna was saying is that she did not create those images. She said that her fans took those images and put the bondage mask on them. But what Madonna is saying is that her whole album, I believe the album is called Rebel
Heart, yeah.
And so what she's saying is that these people are also rebels. And so she's celebrating people who she feels embodies the spirit of being a rebel, going against the grain, going against the odds, and standing up for something that you
But
believe
now, what does
in.
the
Or
mean, you can
straps
say
across
that,
the face
but-
though? What does that mean? Because
It's artistic
it was
expression.
fan art that did it, but she
She definitely
reposted it and
promoted
put
it,
it up.
and
Yeah.
and here's
but
the
it's
thing.
artistic expression, right?
But here's the thing, Madonna undisputably she's iconic, and she's done all of these, this is nothing new for Madonna. However,
titties.
we've seen it all,
all
from the
of it.
rooter to the tutor. But I just would like to see a different side of Madonna at this stage in her career that says, I am iconic, I'm a queen, I don't have to resort to all of this
Down
pomp
to
and
this level,
circumstance
right.
to push your album. Push your freaking album. And those who rock with Madonna, because she has a core fan base, it's gonna sell. She's not hurting for a coin. Put the music out there, but you don't need to take
valid.
Martin Luther King down with you.
I guess I wasn't really bothered by it. Maybe I just don't.
I didn't.
care.
Again, I didn't find the racial thing.
I don't
behind
think it's
it.
racist.
I don't
If
think
anything,
it's
I think I was because I didn't understand the straps around the face, and so for me, it was like she did that to Jesus. I saw that one before.
Yeah, you gonna leave my Jesus alone.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so
You gonna
Donna.
leave the sweet blood of Jesus.
What you gonna do is bring baby Jesus into your dickery. That's
So
what
the
you gonna do.
album is slated to come out later this year. It's not an exact date, but if you want to buy it, look for
I
it.
lost my napkin.
All right, so moving on. Here you go. We got
Here you
extra.
go.
Oh, keep the party going.
Okay, bro.
Thanks, boo.
All right, so moving along, you guys. So this week, as you know, Wednesday is supposed to be a big premiere for Fox. The new show Power is coming out,
Ooh, I'm looking
starring Taraji P. Henson as
Empire.
well.
Empire or Power?
Empire. I'm sorry,
yeah.
wrong show. Empire. See, and
Oop.
that's the
All right.
controversy. It's gonna go into it.
Anything somebody black in the house.
Right. So
get away with
Empire
murders
with
coming on.
Taraji P. Henson and Terrence Howard. I was gonna say Terrence. Shit. With Terrence Howard, and Taraji is in the news because she sent shots fired at 50 Cent, who is the executive producer of the show Power.
Okay, on
No,
Stars.
Stars.
50 fire shots.
Well, 50
first.
shots
Yeah.
first, yes. So 50, he sent out some tweets pretty much comparing how Empire is stealing their marketing. He's doing the same thing. He also posted a picture of Terrence Howard with Omari Hardwick and asking, who would you rather see? Well,
Wow.
yeah, he posted them side by side. Well, Taraji, she did not take kindly to it. She nicely decided to tweet back to a fan.
Academy Award winning.
Yes, Academy Award winning Taraji
nominated.
P. Henson.
Hello, somebody.
She tweeted back that
Let me
she
smell
does
your
not.
dick, Taraji P. Henson.
She only checks for dollars, not for cents.
Hello, somebody.
That was her tweet back. So
Ka-ching.
she was not having it. She was not, appreciative of 50 calling it out. So now, as you guys saw, I just mixed up the name. So honestly, I did see a lot of similar comparison. But what are you guys' thoughts on these?
Well,
shows?
I think that Empire is going to reach a larger fan base because
Absolutely.
it's
It's
on
on Fox.
It's on
Everybody
Fox.
has Fox.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have stars. Like I think, maybe my auntie and
I
then my
don't have
cousin, they may have it, but other than
Yeah, I
that,
don't
Time Warner
have
ain't getting no
stars,
more of my
yeah.
money. I'm over
Fox
it.
is a lot more accessible.
Yeah.
And I think Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson have both proven to be more box office worthy than Omari Hardwick.
True.
So
Stick to numbers.
there,
Stick to
there
numbers.
really isn't any comparison. If anything, I think 50 should have been celebrating the fact that another black show is on broadcast TV right now,
come on,
and really supporting each other. Like I don't think it was. I don't think
Yes.
it's necessary.
But you know
Bro.
what? But that's
Because
always my beef
Power-
with 50.
Power's doing well.
Power's doing well.
Is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's their second,
A second
season.
season.
So anytime you get the re-up, you're always doing good. You
Right.
know, until
I mean, I think it's 5 episodes, but it's still
but you're
it's
still
a
going.
second season.
Well,
so.
yeah, HBO and Showtime Cinemax, they're not known for giving you 20-something episodes like
Right,
you get on
right,
per se of Fox
right.
because there's just a bigger budget on the lower threes. But to stick to, come on, I know. But to stick to, Pooja's point, I'm more so disappointed that he wasn't celebrating the fact that there's another predominantly African American ensemble show on TV, but it's so up 50's lane to find the beef where there really should be no beef.
I mean,
now, granted,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
any day of the week, I would prefer to see Omari Hardwick shirtless over Terrence Howard. That's neither here nor there.
I think Terrence Howard would prefer to see Omari Howard
Are you-
shirtless.
are you
before
serious?
He would want to see himself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as you
See,
guys
I'm
saw,
drinking. I thought you said something.
Like,
I thought you said something else.
for me, when I first saw Empire coming out, back in maybe late summer, early fall, when I first saw the previews for it, just like I did tonight, I very much oh, Power, they moved, or I thought it was the same show. I didn't notice the difference. I just thought
All
they
black
added.
people don't look alike.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think they looked. I thought they added to the
I know,
cast. I was like,
being
oh,
funny.
they're adding Taraji. I literally thought the shows are very interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
Same type of, one is directed by Lee Daniels,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't. To me, they look the same.
Is Power about music industry?
Yes. No.
Mhm.
Empire is.
Empire is. I don't.
Power is not about the music
Power is
industry,
just
though.
about New York, but it still involves drugs.
Yeah, and a man
crime.
trying to separate himself from that because I
From
think
that
he
drug
owns
lord.
a club or something like that, and
Yeah.
he's using the club as a front.
I
Be
tried
that as it
watching
may,
it.
they may be
It's-
comparable in a lot of different ways, but let's celebrate the fact that we
we
have
got-
two right
Because
now.
how many lawyer or cop shows are there on TV right now?
So many.
Or hospital shows?
Right.
So,
So
I
many.
mean,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're all eating.
And
Hopefully we all
maybe-
get syndicated, and let's keep it rolling.
Maybe to give 50 the benefit of the doubt, maybe this was 50's way of giving both shows some press. because
Yeah.
he knows the media, in particular blogs, they feed off controversy, they feed off beef.
Okay.
He's
So
definitely
maybe,
giving
you know,
Power some press.
Yeah, so maybe this was
But
his
why
way.
from the negative way though?
I
Like,
mean,
you know,
because
it's so
unfortunately the
redundant.
media likes to eat up negativity, and sometimes when you're trying to promote positivity, they don't jump on it. But as soon as
A
there's
little
some
bit of
beef,
negativity come out.
You're right.
yeah,
Oh,
they
people are
jump
gonna be
on
sitting
it.
there for the season premiere
Okay.
of Power. Yeah.
I think celebrities do it all the time, and it's just being strategic in the way that you choose to use the media to your advantage, because they use us. And so I think there's also a way where you can kind of feed them, but you still gotta kind of be careful, because sometimes that can backfire.
You so
Sure.
smooth.
So smooth. I mean,
Well, if you
I need
guys
my taco on that one.
if you guys want to check it out, Empire with Taraji and Terrence Howard, it comes on tomorrow
Excuse
night.
me, Academy Award nominee.
Academy Award nominee Taraji P.
Please.
Henson.
An Academy Award
And Academy Award
nominee.
nominee Terrence Howard. It
Terrence Howard.
premieres
Somebody.
Wednesday, January 7th.
Oh, hold on. And the Academy Award nominee,
Director.
Gabourey Sidibe.
Oh yes, it's that Gabourey.
Don't forget about
she did,
Gabby.
she did. Oh, she
Wednesday,
did.
And-
January 7th.
And Lee Daniels.
And Lee
Okay.
Daniels, yes.
Yeah.
Lee he
Academy
won, though.
Award winner.
Winner. Lee Daniels
Winner.
won.
Lee
Hello.
Daniels. Come on.
So check them out on
Hey.
Wednesday, January 7th on Fox.
What else is happening?
Moving, huh?
What else is happening?
What else is out? Moving along. So, you guys, if you were watching, if you were at all, so the Celebrity Apprentice premiered this past Sunday night.
Yeah.
It had also a really good cast this year. It's a lot of good people on there, but the first star
You
fired.
actually know
That was
too.
that Cynthia
Yeah.
Bailey.
the first celebrity fired from the Celebrity Apprentice was Keisha Knight Pulliam. Keisha Knight Pulliam, everyone knows Rudy Huxtable from the Cosby Show.
She's
Now,
also done things since then. Like,
She's
Yeah.
done things.
she was on House of
She
Pain.
was she? I just knew her. She was in Diary of one of the
Yeah.
Tyler Perry movies.
Traveling Sister of Pain.
She was.
She wasn't in trouble.
Okay, so Keisha Knight Pulliam was fired from the Celebrity Apprentice because if you've ever watched the show,
Family
you know
That
that they
Prays.
have
Was that it?
what?
The Family That Prays?
She was
No, that was Angela
she was
Bassett.
in Barber
I don't know.
Beauty Shop
Did you go to
3.
jail?
We're not checking her IMDb right now.
was in
She
Beauty Shop.
was fired
Check her
because
IMDb.
they had a task, as all the Celebrity Apprentice episodes, they have a task to raise money. All the money's for charity. Keisha, she was the team leader, and she raised the least amount of money. She
No, her team did.
her team did, yes, her team did, but she raised the least amount of money of those on her team because
Kate Gosselin.
Kate Gosselin.
No. Kate Gosselin did not raise any money.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
two people that didn't raise any money at all.
Yeah, they came up very short compared to other teams. So Keisha was fired, and we're gonna take a look at that happening.
I think you're an amazing person, but you were the project manager. You didn't make one call, and I really believe that if you called that gentleman, he would have helped you, even if you hadn't spoken to him in years, because you were an amazing team with one of the most successful shows ever. So I think it would have been a very good call to make for charity. But you have to take responsibility. I think you agree with that.
Okay.
And I'm doing that for your charity. And Keisha, you're fired.
Aww.
Man.
So now they fired her because she did not call Bill. Everyone said she should have called Bill Cosby for a check. Keisha said, "I have not spoken to Mr. Cosby,"
Right.
as she addresses him, Mr. Cosby, in 5 years.
Yeah.
So she would not feel comfortable all of a sudden calling him for money.
Yeah.
Now, also, I want to remind you, the Celebrity Apprentice was taped back last March. This is prior to the allegations about Bill Cosby and everything coming out. How do you guys feel about that? Should she have made that call?
No, I totally agree with her.
I hate when
You
people
should have
call
called
me
Bill
now.
Cosby.
I hate when people
think-
call me
Hell
now that I
no.
talk to. Can I have some money? Hell no. I'm
For
trying to stay
what?
off the street
No,
corner
no,
in the
no,
pole.
no.
Can I have some
This-
money?
in
You
that-
want me to feed
For
into
nobody.
Donald Trump?
They put her
No.
on that show. She know they put her on that show for that. She should have called him. And again, this being for charity, all the money raised is for charity. It's not like it's to put in her own wallet. She could have called him, and he would have. I don't know if he would have, but I feel like she could have called him for some money
No,
for charity.
She might not even have his number.
I feel like this was the first assignment.
That's what the issue was. She had
And-
man. That's what it
No,
was.
you know, that's just her personal integrity. Keisha's not like that. You know, like at the end of the day, people look at her as Rudy Huxtable. She's Keisha Knight Pulliam.
True.
She's still her own woman. She's still her own person. She has her own set of morals and rules and standards, integrity, things of that nature. She did right. Like,
I
why would
think you're an amazing person, but you were the project manager. You didn't make one call, and I really believe that if you called that gentleman, he would have helped you, even if you hadn't spoken to him in years, because you were an amazing team with one of the most
The thing is,
successful.
I'm on both sides. I understand why she did not call him. I definitely understand, because if I haven't spoken to somebody, I wouldn't call you to lay on your couch for a night if I haven't spoken to you in so long. But I understand why Donald fired her for not. That as a business decision, I do think she should have called him.
Yeah, as a business, I halfway agree with what you said. From a business perspective, I understand why he fired her. From a personal perspective, I understand why she did not make the call.
I understand why she did. I do understand
who's doing that, you know.
And I mean, when I look at it, it was the first assignment. So maybe Keisha didn't want to pull that. Maybe that was her.
That was gonna be her later on.
Yeah, maybe
that was a trump card.
That was her trump card.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe she didn't want to pull that so soon.
Because like I was like, damn, they got rid of her fast. I didn't like. So personally, I figured she was not. I didn't think Keisha was gonna.
She probably
win,
didn't think she was gonna get fired.
Yeah.
But I think,
but there were people who didn't raise any money at all.
Yeah.
And I get it, you're the project manager, but if you didn't bring in any money at all, you should have been on chopping block. I would have taken him to bust, and you'd have been out of there.
I don't think it was fair that.
That's why she brought her in though, because she didn't raise any money.
Kaden?
She brought Kaden because she did not raise any money.
And Kate need to be back home with them kids.
She do. So
she got 14 kids.
But like 14? I said, I definitely understand. I understand why they fired her.
I get in terms of she hadn't talked to Mr. Cosby in 5 years, and I know we all have that, that sentiment in terms of when you haven't spoken to somebody, you just don't want to hit somebody up.
So I think it would have been a very good call to make for charity. But you have to take responsibility. I think you agree with that.
The scripture tells us that we have not because you asked not.
Did you bring Jesus?
There you go. Listen, if Keisha would have called up and said, Mr. Cosby, I'm doing the Celebrity Apprentice with Donald Trump, and I have to raise X number of dollars. Is there anything you can contribute?
Up Jesus.
Come on.
Listen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jesus wasn't nowhere in that.
Huh?
Jesus wasn't nowhere in that.
He said, a man that don't work don't eat. And Keisha didn't ask for that check, so I feel like that's work.
Say Jesus. Jesus is in everything.
You're right, James.
The blood of Jesus. You gotta come against.
So, all right, well, moving along.
Jesus in his guacamole though.
Keisha Napoleon was fired. Celebrity Apprentice comes on Monday nights on NBC. Check it out.
Tacos. Jesus, that's you right here, Jesus.
Moving along, you guys. So from celebrity entertainment news to a little bit of real news, we have a gentleman in the news by the name of Reginald Hardy. So if you guys out there don't know the name, Reginald Hardy, he has been charged with aggravated assault, terroristic threat. Did I still say that wrong? Terroristic. Thank you. Sorry. Terroristic threats and other offenses because he walked into his home and found a 19-year-old boy sneaking around his house with his 17-year-old daughter. Now, Hardy, he apparently grabbed the boy's dreads, took him into the kitchen, and with a kitchen knife cut off his dreads.
He's lucky he wasn't in Houston.
He also punched the 19-year-old boy in the face, threatened to shoot him, and he is now free on a $50,000 unsecured bail.
Sounds about right.
We got a little bit of the story, so we'll play that.
That don't sound right. That was in his house.
We're going to play it and come back and talk about it.
I just seen people running, and he locked himself in the bathroom, and then we got a little scuffle. I want to apologize for my actions. But I believe he owes him an apology too, because he knows that he shouldn't have been there.
I think he has the right to do what I do.
Why?
Because the father needs to protect his daughters.
He might have went too far, but at the same time, he might have been protecting his daughter too.
Now Hardy is facing numerous charges, and he's demanding an apology.
You better be lucky that didn't happen in Houston.
So Joe was on his side. Joe said he deserved to do it, and I personally. It was in his house. His daughter's 17 and the boy was 19, so technically it's statutory rape. She's underage.
How many of your female friends in high school had older boyfriends?
No. That's fine, but I'm saying like she got caught.
Right, but to chop somebody's hair off?
He was sneaking around.
Because she wanted to bust it open for a real G?
No, not a real
G. She got an active parent and an active father.
And she got an active uterus too. I'm just saying. I don't think it was right for him to threaten the boy with a knife, chop his locks off.
He chopped the nigga.
He said the guy was he said the guy was also being very disrespectful in his household, and I don't know any black man within their right mind.
I'll give you that.
Would allow some young whippersnapper to backtalk him in his own house that he's probably barely making the rent on because times are hard.
Clearly,
and not
look at
walk
that
out with a
picture.
nub missing. I mean, hello, somebody.
And in particular, after he caught him,
Was it
in
mid-stroke,
the
though?
bedroom
You are so smooth.
with his girlfriend.
Was it
I
mid-
mean, with
with his daughter?
But was it
With his
mid?
daughter.
But was it mid-stroke?
That I
We
don't
don't
know.
know.
Well, we don't. They didn't put that much
Because if
into
it's
the
mid-stroke,
story.
I understand. It's like.
But either way,
I'm
I
just
think he
saying.
just felt as a father. He's like, my daughter is underage. This is a grown man.
I'm just sure he's.
But he said though,
years,
he said
bro.
he overreacted.
What state was this? I'm sorry.
I believe
'cause
they
if
were in
it was
Pennsylvania.
Oh, you spit on my
I spit a
foot?
little bit.
Oh man,
sorry.
damn. That's it for my taco.
No, it kind of went that way. It didn't really go.
Did it go on my drink or like? Was
But
it
about Reginald Hardy,
What state was it?
I believe it was Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. He got off lucky because if it were in Texas, H-Town stand down, stand up actually, he would have gotten a bullet in his butt. Like, you're not doing that. You're not going to be swinging down my child. What is that? Fact check.
Fact check.
I
Okay.
love your producer. We need to get that together.
I know, right?
Yeah. He's
But-
saying
go
our
ahead.
facts ain't
Yeah,
right.
go ahead.
Okay.
What was I saying? Bullet in the butt. If it was in
Bullet in the
Houston,
butt, yeah.
So no. I mean, if the dude was being disrespectful, you got to get out of here.
Well, we posted the question on our Facebook page and wanted to get a viewer response.
Who's wearing
and
locks anyway?
Our
It's freaking 2014,
correspondent
2015.
Darnell Walker, he chimed in and sent us a video.
he
So
got
we're gonna
locks,
check
too.
out what Darnell had to say and we'll come back.
Certainly, I think the dad should have whooped his ass. I mean, you in my house fucking my daughter, running from me when I come home, trying to act like nothing's happening. Cutting your dreads is the least of your worries. One, why didn't the daughter get her ass whooped too? And you remember the father down in Florida a couple years ago who walked in the house, heard somebody having sex with his daughter. He went and got his gun, shot the boy in the leg and in the dick and in the leg and in the dick. And they tried to get him on attempted murder. That's not attempted murder. He knew exactly where he was shooting. So, yeah, cutting your dreads, the least of your worries. I would have cut his balls off. So I'm supporting the father. I think it should happen more often. Don't walk in people's house trying to fuck their daughter. That's it. Certainly, I think
people's houses trying to fuck their daughter.
Thank you, Darnell, for that.
When their daddy home.
Hello, somebody.
Well, he wasn't home when they started. Daddy came home.
In particular, when their daddy is present and active in their
Active
lives.
in
You
their
need to go.
lives.
It's a lot of girls out here with no daddy.
the
Go find
daughter,
them.
the daughter obviously was.
That was horrible.
So only give the D
It's a lot of daughters out here with no daddy.
when you know where daddy at.
But
Go
He
sneak
ain't
into
coming
their
home.
house.
if you don't have a daddy active in your life.
You don't have an
They be
active
doing
father
that
in your life.
in your mom and your daddy
That's so
house.
disrespectful.
In particular, if you know you got a crazy daddy.
That's
That reminds me of
My
a
sister-
Tierra Marie song.
My older sister pulled that, and a similar situation happened. Like my dad didn't cut old boy dreads off, but
Cut a dick off? Or
he didn't
shot
cut.
him in the leg?
He didn't shoot him in the leg. He didn't shoot him in the dick. But they was fighting all over the house, and my
Really?
mom was throwing stuff. She was grabbing.
Moms was in it too?
Yeah, because he was in the crib. And they got called. My mom went and knocked on the door. My dad went and knocked on the window, so he was trapped inside.
Oh, shit.
And so it was
homie ran in the bathroom.
He went in
so
the
he didn't go
bathroom?
for the front door. He ran in the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, bottom line is trespassing. He was in that man's house.
Yeah.
And that
That's
man
not
has the
trespassing. He
right-
was let in the
It was-
house.
But no, he was still trespassing because she doesn't,
doesn't
own
own
that
the
house.
house.
She
Yeah.
don't pay no bills.
She don't pay no nothing.
She
Damn
don't lock
bill.
no doors
Hello?
in that house.
Hello?
So it was her father's house, and so that young man was trespassing. And so at the end of the day, he was standing his ground.
Yeah, you disrespecting
Stop.
me and you
Stop.
threw my daughter down.
Well,
Stop.
daddy.
Standing his ground.
He was standing
really.
his ground. I mean, in the day in a court of law, he could have said that he felt threatened
That's
because
it.
a stranger was in his home that he didn't know.
That's
and he
it.
didn't know what he was capable of.
Come on.
That
So-
could be his future.
Yes, you can't
his
be running
future-
up. in
Well,
nobody's
daddy
house.
said daddy apologized for his actions. He felt he overreacted, but he says he feels he's owed an apology.
He absolutely he
Yeah.
does. He is absolutely owed an apology.
Yeah.
From the
From
daughter
his
too.
daughter.
From the daughter.
Yeah.
From his daughter.
From the daughter too. From
Being a
disrespecting
thought.
the
All right,
a
Reginald.
thought.
Well, we hope you ain't got to cut
2015.
nobody else's dreads off. I don't know when the
Gotta do
girl.
better.
I don't know when she gonna be
Starting at
18. I don't know
2015,
if it's any
wrong
plans
foot.
on going to college or moving out daddy house, but
Yeah.
Reggie out on $50,000 bail. All right, so next thing down in Atlanta, they have this thing coming up for the basketball game tomorrow night. I'm sorry, Atlanta's playing tomorrow night.
Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks are playing on January 7th because I don't know when y'all watching
Are they
this.
good this year?
They actually are pretty good.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But they have an
It might
event
be at the
coming
top
up
of the
tomorrow.
Eastern
I'm like, do
Conference
people
right
wanna
now.
go?
They have partnered up with the app Tinder. You guys know what Tinder is?
Yeah, my boyfriend
And
was on
tomorrow
Tinder when I
night
first
they are
met him.
having an event
Saved
called Swipe Right Night. Now with this, for $15, singles will get a ticket to the game plus a $10 food and beverage card to use at the game.
Some
So that's their
nachos.
date. Their date sponsored by the Atlanta
No,
Hawks.
singles.
No,
So
singles.
you come in, you're on the app Tinder,
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna sit in the stadium, enjoy the game, and you're gonna
You
be
can swipe.
swiping.
Right.
You're
Oh,
gonna be
that's
it's for the
cute.
matchmaking.
That's cute.
Great marketing, but I feel like it's just waiting for somebody to call the police on something.
Why?
What? Why'd you
You
mind straight
gotta
go
home,
there?
right?
Yeah,
I
you
just
have
see
to
so
go
many
home.
things wrong with this. Like, how many crazy people are gonna come to this game? It's $15. You're gonna come to this game.
No, there's a lot of lonely hearts out here, and
That's
and
it,
hello,
those
And not
Lonely
just lonely
listen,
house, people do it for entertainment purposes. You know, it's
not for nothing, but it's also a safety thing too. That's the great thing. Meet me at the pretzel
You
stand
on the kiss
in
cam
10
next
minutes.
to Tinder, he grab your ass and kiss you all of a
No,
sudden.
but you don't bring them back to your seat. It's kind of like on a date. You're not gonna have somebody pick you up from your house on a first date. You want to talk, make sure they're not cuckoo crazy. Meet me at this pretzel stand
Right.
in 15 minutes. If you swipe to the right, let's
Let
have
me
a
get your
combo.
$10 coupon.
Let me get your
So you get a
coupon.
match.
Right.
I think it's innovative. I think
very-
it's
It's
very
kinda cool.
innovative. I like
Because
it.
the thing is,
I'm on it.
if you do any online dating,
Have you had any
'cause
experience, James?
well, personally, I've been catfished a few times.
Whole world.
And not necessarily I've been catfished because I was looking to connect or hook up with somebody on the internet, but people will take my pictures and they will create fake profiles. And so
'Cause you smooth.
I'm very smooth. So
smooth.
these poor women have gotten catfish on Plenty of Fish, on Christian
out here.
Mingle,
Not
on
Christian
Black
Mingle.
People Meet.
I hate Black People Meet.
Black
It's,
People Meet
man,
.com.
there's so many dating sites.
It's that
But
green shirt.
I think the dope part, I have done a little bit of internet dating myself, and you always wonder like, damn, because we all got like those 3 really bomb pictures of ourselves, and I've had the unfortunate pleasure of meeting somebody on the internet, and then we meet in person,
They look like Rasputia.
and they don't even look like your pictures, and so it's like if you at the
So
basketball
how do you handle
game,
that? Like,
so
do
you
you,
have the
like,
opportunity.
do you play nice and then like, oh, do you just be like,
Yeah.
I'm out?
No,
Like,
you play real nice because they could be crazy.
Well, everybody
Yeah.
who's in that stadium, they know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
let's not act like we're getting married tomorrow.
Right.
But this is the best 60-second dating situation.
Speed dating.
Speed dating. This is the best speed dating situation. Boom, bam. let's
Everybody's
have this
right there.
Everybody's
Right
right
there.
there, just
Gas
swiping
money is
all
saved.
night.
Boom.
Money to eat is saved.
Yep.
Your
Yeah.
sanity is, your time is saved. Because I ain't got time. It's
And you get to
40,000
enjoy the basketball.
Yeah,
game.
and it's great
Somebody
PR for the Atlanta Hawks.
entertainment
It's
is
great PR.
provided.
And
That was a great marketing.
I thought that was
Great
ingenious.
marketing.
And there's a
Ingenious.
possibility that you can meet 3 bitches in one
All
night.
right, bitches.
You know,
Where the
or
bitches
niggas, or women, or ladies, or gentlemen.
Let's say gentleman callers
Okay.
or lady
My
callers.
bad.
All right, well, so
I think
we'll
it's
follow up.
innovative.
So
I definitely want to see how it goes.
the game is tomorrow night on the 7th. I'm gonna check it out on
We
the
need to
8th to
check back
see
in on them.
how all of that happened. All right,
Somebody
y'all.
might get married.
So somebody, hey.
Hello.
All right, hopefully not tomorrow
I'm
though.
for it.
So,
What you call him? Did it?
Who, Ludacris? Ludacris.
oh yeah, okay.
But that was 6 years, and then, but yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When that prenup expire. All right, so moving on, you guys. The next thing. This is my favorite story of the night. I don't know why. So this guy Tony Hernandez, he's in the news because his baby's mother, who is unnamed, she's a 35-year-old woman, was caught stuck in his chimney.
No, that's not his baby's mama. It was his girlfriend.
His girlfriend, but she's the kid's mother.
No, she's
the
not.
children's
Those
mother.
are his kids. No, those are his kids.
Well, she was stuck in his damn
wanna
chimney.
change to the host chair?
Right, she was stuck in his chimney because he would not allow her to see the kids. So she came and thought we got to take off all her clothes. She took off all her clothes,
Hey.
went to the roof, slid down the chimney, and got stuck midway. And Tony is here to we're not here to talk about it, but he's in the news to talk about it.
I'm trapped on the chimney. So I tried to get her out from the top, but it was too hard.
A wake-up call unlike any other. Tony Hernandez didn't want to show his face on camera, but says at 5 this morning, his estranged girlfriend, the mother of his 3 children, tried to get into his house. When the door wouldn't open, she took off her clothes, climbed on the roof, and tried to get in through the chimney, but got stuck. Hernandez heard her cries for help and says he got on the roof and tried to pull her out with an extension cord.
Because I tried by myself like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I couldn't do it. And I almost fell from my way up there.
Ultimately, the fire department came and rescued the 35-year-old woman by breaking the fireplace open. Just take a look at this picture. You can see her soot-covered legs dangling through the brick. Hernandez says she doesn't live with him and isn't allowed to be around their children.
But I don't want her the way she's acting or what she's doing. I don't like that. That's not good for my kids.
All right, so yes, his estranged girlfriend, 35 years old. They didn't show her face. They didn't give her a name. Tony didn't even want to show his face. He saw it was only his legs, his kneecaps, and a heavy accent.
Why you just show your kneecaps?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the only female sitting at our table. Like, this story is the funniest thing. He wanted to keep her away because he thought she was not positive to be around his children.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell do you have to be thinking to go down somebody's chimney? And she was standing there with black
and it's
knees
cold
and
outside
everything.
right now.
Cold.
So like California is going through a frost or something like that. But to get butt naked and to shimmy down someone's and he didn't even know she was there until the early
day yesterday.
Listen, he
didn't even know she was in the chimney until like the next morning. So she's in there hemmed up.
They had to call the fire department. Like, they had to call the fire department. Look, if I was Tony, I would be pissed because he had to call the fire department and they put a hole in his damn chimney to pull her out.
Her the bill.
So now
I would have cut the fireplace on.
My children down.
He said you gonna turn the fireplace
Make
on.
some s'mores for the kids.
I'd be like, yo, why the fuck is Santa Claus in my damn chimney on January 5th?
Bruh.
Getting up.
You are late.
My question to her is, what was your plan?
I'm gonna slide down this
So
chimney.
you was gonna slide your ass down
She's trying to slide through his DMs.
I'm gonna slide. Seems like you're ready.
And so you gonna come out the damn fireplace
with
naked. She wanted to see the kids, so naked.
Yeah, what you was? Mama's home. What? Huh? No. What?
Mama home, titties covered in
Titties
soot.
out.
Well, clearly she didn't think much about what was going on.
No, she didn't think.
There was
She
no
didn't
thought
think
of
this through.
anything.
She must have been on some type. I'm
So
going to say she's on drugs or something. Yeah.
PCP.
That's
She
definitely
had
a woman you don't want around
I'm
your
sorry,
kids.
boo.
Nah,
Yeah, no. I mean, his stroke game must be vicious. I have to say, because there's like nothing in this world that I can think of that would make me want to squeegee myself down a damn chimney.
You ain't never wanted to squeegee down a chimney for an ex.
No. I'd squeegee down a chimney for the guy I'm with now.
Oh.
My baby. But hell no.
Why in particular this gentleman?
He's so smooth.
Why would you slide down the chimney butt naked for this young man?
Is this stroke game that
whoop your ass?
So unknown 35-year-old woman that squeegee down. We don't know why, but the heifer was caught in the chimney, dirty as shit.
Dirty.
So y'all, that's gonna wrap up Hot Topics for tonight, y'all. We're gonna take a very short, very quick break, and we'll be right back with viewer questions for the night.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody. Shots, 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 shots.
All right, everybody, and we are back now. It is time for viewer questions. Everybody, you might need to take a sip. Get ready for this.
Oh, they're crucial? They're heavy?
It might be. I mean, we get some off the wall questions from our viewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our first question is from Anonymous.
Freaky stuff.
And it reads, now y'all pardon me because these words are kind of small. My roommate and I have been friends since college. When we met at a sorority party, we are sorority sisters, and we've been through all types of drama, coming out stronger than ever each time. She's been with her boyfriend a little over 2 years. He's such a great guy for her. They have little fights and arguments every so often, but nothing major. Normal couple stuff.
She's scamming on
Now, my roommate has always been super flirty, but nothing has ever happened until now. She started dipping out on him, and it's troubling because I have gotten to know him since they've been together. No one deserves to be cheated on, but my loyalties are to my roommate, I guess. Should I say something to my roommate, her boyfriend, or no one?
Mind your business. Mind your business. Can nothing good come out of that? If you talk to anybody, talk to her about it.
That's it.
Let her know how you feel about it. But other than that, it's none of your business.
I say you just take that to Jesus. No.
Can you leave sweet baby Jesus
in his manger? He just be chilling in his manger. He's swaddled in his cloth, and you keep bringing him up.
Yeah, she shouldn't say anything.
She should talk to the roommate. If the roommate is her friend, because I think when people are silent and this is your friend, you're kind of like condoning their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And
but where's her man at?
Well, she didn't say
she don't have a man.
Well,
apparently, but
that should be her focus.
But even if she were in a relationship,
New year,
like
new
when my
me.
girlfriends come to me and they're doing dirt, I'm saying, listen, this is how I feel about XYZ, because if they're coming to me with it, then I have the right to voice my opinion. Do you
Right.
understand?
Agreed.
So if they're sharing with me, I'm gonna say how I feel, but at the end of the day, you're grown, you're gonna do what you do, but don't make it my thing, because now it makes it awkward when I talk to your dude. You know, and I've been the one who was cheated on before. You feel foolish. Don't make somebody look foolish.
Ashanti made a song for that.
I
Hello?
think that Anonymous needs to, if she shouldn't say anything, but if she decided to talk to somebody, it should be her friend. I get you becoming close to your friends, whoever they're dating
You
or
don't need to
whatever,
say nothing to him,
but
though.
you don't need to say nothing to.
You owe him nothing.
them.
Because what's
So
gonna
what
happen
does she
is
say? I
she's
mean-
gonna go tell the boyfriend, and then they're gonna still be together, and it's gonna
That's
be even
it.
awkward when
And she's
you're
gonna be the
around.
third woman
Right.
out. Yeah, now you got to find a new place, and it's hard to find a nice place for a relatively low rent these days.
it
You know,
is.
so no.
Probably furnished
Anonymous,
by
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
Anonymous
yeah.
didn't say what
Lived
city they
in.
was living in.
It's all lived in and snug. No, she needs to say nothing
And,
to the boyfriend.
and that's her soror, so her loyalty lies to her. It should.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah, say something
But
to your
again, it's
girlfriend.
depend.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, it's you, never mind. Okay, so Anonymous, keep your mouth shut. Next question.
And Anonymous, if you ever get a man, don't bring him around your
Don't
friend.
bring right.
'Cause she ain't shit.
Listen,
She ain't shit.
She knows no loyalty.
your
These
friends'
hoes ain't
friends.
loyal.
Yeah, you keep your mouth shut. Sorry. All right. So next question. I'm not having any luck finding a man in my current city.
Ooh, girl, where you at?
I've been here 5 years.
That's our last.
Can I finish the question?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've been here for 5 years, and all my relationships have been bad. But every time I go out of town, I meet some really great guys and have even more amazing sex.
Okay.
Do you think I should move to a new city where I seem to have better luck and get better dick?
Oh, all right, better dick.
Follow the dick.
Follow the dick.
So you
Like
should
the yellow
move?
brick road.
Cause no, if you move,
I mean, you can't
what's
move
the
for
chance?
dick.
It's because you're out of town. The shit is fun.
Yeah.
If you move, you probably gonna have the same problems you have at
I
home.
think it's her. Like, you're
Yeah.
the common denominator. I think, like you said, when you're out of town, you're probably away from your issues, problems, and concerns, and so you're a little more loose with the goose, and because you're trying to just have fun.
Exactly.
So you need to just have fun wherever it is that you're
Wait,
at.
was
Keep your
goose a
money in your
metaphor
pocket.
for her hot pocket?
Loose with the goose? Well, apparently she is loose with that too. I mean, you know, no judgment though. I mean,
No
get
judgment.
every stroke in that you can. I'm for it. You know, but I wouldn't pick up and relocate my life though for some penis.
Well, I think we're missing one important fact. We don't know what city she's in. Because if she's in Titusville, Florida, I mean,
Where is that?
Is that a real place?
It's a real spot.
I know somebody from Titusville.
It sounds like magical Titusville.
Isn't it a real place, bro? Y'all not yanking my chain?
Yeah,
I've never heard of it before. Oh, James is from
You're from
That's where I'm
Titusville?
from. Yeah.
Population 5, and they all in your family?
I don't know the population, but I know all the good ones moved out. And so if that's her situation, I would probably tell her, like, I get it. If you're going to larger cities, that you're probably getting better chances. And
Yeah.
so
No, you're
we
right.
need to know where she lives before
That's
we can
true.
really.
Yeah.
give
Well, I think
her
Alicia made a
an
good
honest
point.
answer.
I think you made a good point saying
What'd I say,
that
Pooh?
she's the common denominator. Maybe something that she needs to look within herself to see why these relationships are going bad.
But I do see what you're saying though.
She
If
can
there are
look
no
far and
options,
wide
like if
in
you're in
herself.
Anchorage, Alaska,
Yeah.
you're not getting anything but Eskimo dick, and that's gonna be like boring after a while, you know, because you can't even get your good stroke on.
you
It's
can
too
do
cold.
like role play. You can
You
kind
got
of
dick in
have a
Alaska?
Parker on. I
No,
don't
but it's
know.
cold. I wouldn't even want to go to Alaska.
That's how they keep
I'm
warm.
black.
They rub together. They keep warm like that.
Yeah.
Well, we're
and
assuming she's
fat.
black,
and
so-
a lot of them are fat. Like, you know.
That's more to love.
I think that, you know, honestly,
Too
just
much
because you
love.
out of town, you're on vacation, so you're doing those things. But if you actually live there, I think you had the same problems. Because, like y'all say, it's something wrong with you.
Not
You have the
something
same
wrong, but
problem.
maybe she needs to kind of look within.
Look
first.
within.
If you live in a big city, a relatively large city, I say you're the problem. You need to fix you and get your
Live in
mind
a major
together. If
city.
you're in West Bubblefuck, then you may need to move.
You know
Because
what?
there's nobody out there.
I would disagree.
Probably
You
end
know,
up screwing your
I'm gonna-
cousin.
I want to agree because I think bottom line it does come back to her. She needs to look within.
Yeah.
Because if she does live in West Bubblefuck, she needs to ask herself why the hell is she
And,
in
yeah.
West Bubblefuck?
Yeah, why are you in
Like
West
that's a
Bubblefuck?
problem.
But I have a lot of female friends who are like beautiful, intelligent, in major cities and single. And I wouldn't say there's anything
It's
wrong with
probably
them
them.
Yeah, true, yeah.
at all.
It's probably them. No, I'll say that as someone. I was single for 5 years.
Right, and
It
nothing
was
wrong-
me. I'm fabulous, but it was me. I had daddy issues, like all the time. I was crazy, and I'm Creole and I'm Scorpio, so I ran the gamut.
Scorpio, brother and sister.
When's your birthday?
Turn up November 10th. When's yours?
15.
15.
All right, so
Here. That's why you smooth.
So what's our advice? What's our common denominator advice? It's you. That's the problem.
But if she finds a good job in another city where she's had successful peen, I think that should be an option for her to move. Yeah. But within that, still look at self to see why these relationships
start with you first.
Dissolved.
Change you. Get to the root. Get to the root of you.
Last viewer question, you guys. So my friends keep calling me a thought. I think
that's a real question.
Listen, it says my friends keep calling me a thought, capital THOT.
Oh, caps.
I think I'm just having, and it's in quotes, single life fun. Can you help me understand exactly what are thought-like activities?
That hole over there.
That's our question.
If you walk into the room, people are like, look at this thought-ass thought. If you walk in and you whistle
the question
while
is,
you
what
walk,
are thought-like activities? Because nobody's going to come to your face like, you a thought. Like, what are thought-like activities is what the person is trying to understand.
You're anything and everything, and you're probably in the gynecologist or the doctor's office getting a shot or penicillin or something more than you're actually at the dinner table breaking bread with your friends.
Because
they have those pills now that you can take to prevent like HIV and AIDS.
If those commercials roll and we start seeing you breaking out with a sweat, you're a thought. If it's All-Star season or any big sporting event and you're the first person there, you're a thought.
Okay, so there's thought-like activities. What else
but
is
you know what?
activity?
No. In thoughts defense, thoughts be winning.
Thoughts are winning.
They don't win.
Yes, they do.
Depending on what's going on in the city.
They stay with a man. They stay pregnant. They stay
baby mamas, and they stay with borrowed penis, community penis, because those men are not loyal to them. Because
how many women you know who are 32 and up trying to get married and have a baby?
I know a lot of women 32 and up trying to get married.
And how many thoughts you know who was 22 that got prison dick, child?
Don't nobody want no prison dick. Do you know what comes with prison dick? Have you seen The Wire? They're running it back.
I'm actually watching it now. I'm only on season 1.
Wait till you get to Weebag. Don't nobody want to be Weebag's girlfriend at prison.
So the list of thought-like activity includes
getting communion
Chipotle.
If you in Chipotle on a Tuesday night,
if you getting a fish fillet sandwich,
if you getting a fish fillet from McDonald's,
if you're currently on a 6-week regimen of penicillin,
probably a thought.
Yeah. If you the last one, your
if you like warm honey buns, you're probably a thought.
If you have a $2,000 bag and you can barely keep $200 in it, you're a thought.
Right.
If you shop, and if you buy $15 dresses offline, you probably a thought.
No.
If Drea is your inspiration, you might be a thought.
So okay. So, do y'all want to do one more question, or y'all want to move along?
We can do another question.
Y'all want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right.
My tooth is loose.
Last question. I have a friend who recently lost their job, but seems y'all listening? I have a friend who recently lost their job, but seems to still travel all over the globe. This friend recently helped me fund their next excursion. Should I lend this friend money or tell them to sit their ass down, find some income, or start a GoFundMe account?
Damn.
Oh, and did I mention this friend has a boyfriend? Where is he in this point in time of need? Just saying.
Who shot a dart like that?
Okay. Shots are being fired at these this inbox.
Oh, can you run that back?
Yeah, run that back.
I read it again for you. I'm gonna read it again.
Somebody need to get something.
I have a friend who recently lost their job but seems to still travel all over the globe. This friend recently asked me to help fund their next excursion. Should I lend this friend money, or should I tell them to sit their ass down, find some income, or start a GoFundMe account? Oh, did I mention this friend has a boyfriend? Where is he at in this time of need?
Where is he at
Just
this time of need? The way you said, is it personal? The way you said it.
I'm reading from the inbox.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say because I'm nervous.
Go ahead, James.
I think we got A, B, C, and D. A, sit your ass down.
Sit your
B,
down.
Go start a GoFundMe. C, holla at your man for the funds.
Yeah.
What's D?
Get a
situation.
job.
Yeah,
Get a job. Get a
Yeah,
job.
get a job.
No, you know what? There's so many different charitable organizations that will actually. There's so many different charitable organizations that will actually help finance if you want to go out there and dig a ditch, dig a well, you know, for the people in Africa and things like that. I'm being funny, but I'm being dead ass serious. And you can, but people are actually doing GoFundMe's, and if you have a really great story, like this is why I want to travel the world, can you help me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with BNC.
I have a friend that tried to go fund me because they were trying to do something like go to their like homecoming or something like that. They raised no money. Definitely not enough to make it to homecoming.
But it was the guy that had the Kickstarter for the learn how to make potato salad that raised like $40,000. You guys remember that?
No.
Oh, I do. Yes, I did. I saw that.
It $40,000?
It was like $40,000.
Was it a white guy?
It's a lot of money. Yeah,
See, white people will give money to white people without even thinking.
Yeah.
But like for you to be if they're black, you need to have like the illest sob story. Like, you know, my dog is on one leg.
Why are you trying to travel if you don't have no job? Because
there's a lot of people
who is
traveling
paying
Not
for
even not having. If you don't have any money, that's the difference. Not you ain't gotta have a job, but if you ain't got no money.
Well, how was this person traveling before? Who was paying? That's what I want to know. Wherever your initial source was, return to the source. Apparently, the well ain't ran dry.
You know, I just feel like if you can, you know, my dad has his old saying. My dad says, if you find an ass, you're supposed to ride it.
Come on,
so
ride
if you find somebody that's gonna give you money,
keep going.
Whether it's through a GoFundMe,
Hello.
whether it's because you're dating that person,
Well.
or just because they're a friend,
Well.
if those people are willing to enable you to travel the world when you don't got no 9 to 5,
That's not taking
when you don't got no
advantage.
That's what
freelance,
sounds like to me.
that's what I'm saying. It's taking advantage.
But it's
However,
coaxed in country.
If you find an ass,
Coaxed in gravy.
If you find an ass, ride it. Okay. But so the key is don't be an ass. Don't allow somebody to make you into an ass. So that's gonna fall on his friend, and that's gonna fall on his or her boyfriend.
But I think it's about is it a consistent thing where every time they're trying to do something, they're like hitting you up like, oh, can you help me out? Can you help me out? Or is it just like this random time they ask you something?
You need to be getting a job. Or why didn't you go to your partner?
They could have lost their
first?
job.
Then
And
sit
it's not
down
always
and
easy
look
to
for
ask your
another
partner.
job.
For sure. It's not always easy, though, asking your
Agreed.
partner for money. And I can say that as a strong, independent woman. But sometimes...
Even if you have open lines of communication, you
like even if I mean, it's just not. You know, I don't know this person's gender, but for women, especially strong women, it's not an easy thing to say, babe, let me hold something.
You think a man can ask his woman? Like that's not an easy thing to ask.
That's what I'm saying.
You
It's
think
not
so?
easy to ask your partner from. I mean, I've dated some losers, and they had no problem saying, "Can you can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this?" There's one thing with temporarily needing someone's assistance and help, you know, and then like being the ass that, you know, James Daddy said, ride on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big difference. It got so quiet. It's so hot.
It did. All right, so thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll be
after some of the. I think James had the best points. A, B, C, and D.
A, B, C, and D. Continue to send us viewer questions, you guys. We will continue to answer them for you. And we'll be right back to tell you guys what we are obsessed with this week.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody! Shots, 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 shots.
All right, welcome back, you guys. We still serving up shots. All right, so this is the point of the show, you guys, where we tell you guys what we have been obsessed with this week. So we're gonna start at the end and reel it on down.
Okay, so this has been a long time obsession of mine. I'm obsessed with Annalise Keating's wig. So
I hate
that's
you.
Viola Davis on the show How to Get Away with Murder. The wig that she wears in that show is a character. I believe that show should be nominated for Best Supporting Actress. And for anybody who's a fan of that show, if you saw the last episode before they went on the winter break, that wig gave the best performance that I've ever seen from a wig in a TV show.
And you mean
So that's my new obsession.
But he means it though.
I do.
Did you hear it?
He means it, absolutely.
He meant it,
With
though.
conviction.
Yeah, he said
And
it.
How to Get Away with Murder returns sometime at the end of the month, like the 28th,
I'm so excited.
29th, something like that.
a damn
Alicia,
good
what are
show.
you obsessed with?
I'm obsessed with finally winning the lottery this week.
Are you serious?
I feel it in my bones.
What you win?
I had it
Oh, you
prophesied-
haven't when you.
No, I did win.
You did?
Like I'm waiting on my money to come in. Like, I had it prophesied to me by 3 different people that I was going to win millions in the lottery. And when I win my millions in the lottery and I start stunting on you bitches out there, I just want y'all to know where it came from.
What was your numbers?
Like, fuck with a real goon. I'm
What was
telling
your
you, I'm
numbers?
going to be
What you
out
play?
here.
What you play?
Don't even worry about it. Like, just
See,
know that my money is coming, and then it's going to be a whole new me.
Pooja.
But see, I got my career by God finances. That's when you bring Jesus into it.
yeah.
It was prophesied to me what's going to happen. So I'm giving God the glory because, see, I didn't have to get on my back to get my career financed. No shade.
Check that.
Won't he do it?
And I'll be able to get this tooth fixed because his tooth is barely hanging. You don't see me like trying to shove it back in there right now. It's like
Mama
a stinky
D.
tooth.
Mama D. Pooja, what are you obsessed with this week? Mama D tooth fell smooth, straight the fuck out of her damn mouth. And she
What was that song Mama D was singing?
I deserve. It was like something like I deserve.
And it just it fell
That
out.
shit fell straight out of her damn mouth.
Because you see me every once in a while, I give it a good tug up here. I'm like, let me make sure this mug don't fall out.
That shit fell straight out of her mouth.
Okay, so my week's obsession is
Fix it, Jesus.
this miracle in a sponge called New Dread.
Hey.
What's the new dread?
This new
Do we
dread.
need to do a demo?
This
on
new
the-
dread has
on the table?
changed my life.
What is it?
You see this texture up here? You see this not Nigerian hair? Listen, you just go ahead and rub this thing on it a couple times like this in a circle. Hair be on fleek. Yeah.
We supposed to leave Fleek in 2014.
Hair be on point. Look at that. You see that?
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Let me touch it.
You see a twist?
Who made that?
New Dread, Nudred, but literally I've literally been obsessed with New Dread for the past like month. My barber.
Which one of your friends made that?
Actually, my homeboy he's made one from a sponge at like AutoZone. This was like $40, but he's actually made one for like a lot cheaper. But New Dread literally like makes this look like something. So it's my obsession.
Twisted up.
I think Jeffrey was.
Why you have to do something serious?
It wasn't serious. I just want to let people to know. That's why
If y'all can get into it, like it twists that shit up real.
You
good.
use that too?
Yeah, feel my hair.
I'm currently in the process
Feel my bang.
of growing my hair back.
What
I had,
happened?
life, stress.
Not life though.
Age got
You got
to
the
me.
LeBron James?
Not quite the LeBron, but
LeBron's hair grew back for a minute though.
I think that was restoration, or that was a Beijing.
It was a Beijing or some shit like that.
But it looked really great.
It's amazing.
A Beijing is like dye, I think. Like
it's dye.
It's like dye.
I had the sides shot too. 'Cause I was getting Naomi Campbell. That's why I don't wear weave anymore.
Is it?
Yeah, I was getting shy edges. I was getting the
So-
pushback.
Try some clip-ins.
You just gotta take some hair vitamins.
I do. I take them now. That's why I have all this long hang time.
Yeah,
Shitting on you, hoes.
Come on. So, my obsession this week, it's not a new thing this week. It's kind of old. It came up over the Christmas holiday, but we were obviously gone. But it's this kid. His name is, I don't want to mess it up. Hang on, sorry. Malik Bryant. And what Malik Bryant did, I'm going to show you guys the letter. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull it up real quick.
Oh, that's the guy who wrote the same.
Yes. So Malik Bryant, he wrote this letter to President Obama. It says, I would like to ask you some, but first I'm going to tell you about me. I'm a black African American. I stand 5'10". I'm in 7th grade. My favorite subject is math. I have siblings living in the house, and I'm the only boy. On my mom's side of the family. But anyway, all I ask for is safety. I just want to be safe. So Malik, he wrote and said that he just want to be safe to Santa Claus, and President Obama actually responded to Malik. And his response was, Dear Malik, I want to offer you a few words of encouragement this holiday season. Each day I strive to ensure communities like yours are a safe place to dream, discover, and grow. It's a lot more, but he says, I wish you and your family the very best for this coming year, and I'll be rooting for you. I just really, I saw that when it came out, and I just thought that was it was like a Christmas miracle for this little boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then President Obama personally responded to him. So I thought that was really cool. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So that was my obsession for this week.
Obama don't have much else to do now.
You so nasty.
He don't.
Don't talk about my El Presidente.
He don't have much else to do.
So I want to thank my great panel for being a part of tonight's
That's so
discussion.
horrible.
You guys, real quick, let them know where they can find you, your hashtags, your shows, anything like that. James, go ahead, kick it off.
All right, so you can check me out on Instagram and Twitter at JR Bland. You can also find me on Facebook. Just type in James Bland. Look for the green headshot.
First.
Yeah. Oh, also, so I'm the director of some episodes, also producer and actor on a web series called First. You can find it on the Issa Rae YouTube channel. Also,
oh, I like her, Issa Rae.
Yeah, and also, you could just you can find me. You can find me
in the track.
I have some new projects coming this year, so you can also find me on YouTube. I don't know my YouTube URL, but just look for me at jamesblendfilms.com. Boom.
Our female panelist tonight.
What did you start off with?
Twitter.
Who are you and where can they find you?
Facebook.
And when we say where can they find you, we don't mean the home address.
Right. Oh yeah, no, because the creepers will find you. I'm Alicia Renee. You can find me on MTV's Girl Code Wednesday nights. I think at 11 p.m. And if we're not Wednesday, we're Monday nights now.
Is it
I don't know.
Alicia like ALICIA?
Alicia ALESHA.
Hashtag link in bio.
You can follow me on Instagram at Alicia Renee and on Instagram is at I am Alicia Renee, and then on Twitter is at Alicia Renee because somebody stole it, heifer. And I did my first film, Message from a Mistress, directed by Barry Bowles, so you can see that coming out in 2015. Won't do it? And my series, but I don't have that information yet. But I'm speaking it into existence because, like my lottery win,
that's what we do.
I'm shitting on you guys in 2015. I'm
feeling
it.
Why not spread some of that around?
Oh, I will. I'm gonna go through my charity.
Maze
Maze Wish. You'll hear about Maze Wish in 2015 as well.
All right, you hear about Maze Wish and Pooja.
Winning is staying hopeful.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Apuje. That's APUJE, no last name. Hashtag styled by Apuje. I'm a fashion stylist. ApujeKalu.com. Yep.
You like chocolate? I just want to lick your face.
Come on, so y'all.
It tastes like fufu.
Wait a minute, that man that you gonna shimmy down the chimney for, is he gonna mind that?
I don't want no problems.
Right, no problems.
No problems.
All right,
because I heard her man from The Wire. That's all I know.
He is from Baltimore.
And y'all know, y'all can find me every week sitting right here in this chair.
You said that like an OG. Y'all know.
I mean, nobody can. No, I'm just kidding. Everything is at Jeffro5, JEFRO5. You can find me Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Next week, Taco Talk Tuesday. Y'all know how we do it. Like, share, support, comment, email us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. If you want to be on the show, email us and we can get you in here. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we will catch you.
Oh, wait, if you're a dentist, holler at me. Real talk. I got to get this fixed.
Bye. Bye.
Ass fat. Yeah, I know. You just got cash. Blow some more. Blow some more. Blow some more. The more you spin it, the faster go.